I'm Demir Walliner, EIO Diagnostics co-founder. We deploy solutions for the early detection of illnesses in the udders of dairy animals. Now, why would we do this instead of doing a coin offering? Because every year, the global dairy industry suffers about $10 billion worth of lost production from undetected and untreated udder infections. It is the #1 health issue in this sector. And behind every one of those dollars is a farm and a farmer. This is our friend Corey and the Happy Goat Cheese Company on Vancouver Island. About a year ago, his own herd was hit by a particularly nasty pathogen, and he lost goats. We set out to build him a better tool. Better than the California mastitis test, which involves taking a manual milk sample, squirting in a bit of dish soap, literally Palmolive, and eyeballing the viscosity change in the resulting mixture. This, in 2018, is still the most widely used test in the industry. Our first test was at a 120 cow dairy on Vancouver Island. We ran in parallel with a $250,000 milking robot. The robot diagnosed about 50 cows a day. Our tool, our prototype, diagnosed about 50 cows a minute. More importantly, it detected problems 4 days earlier than the robot. That 4 days is the difference between treating a simple inflammation or deploying antibiotics on an infection. For about the price of a smartphone, a nice smartphone, our tool detects earlier and more reliably than any other product on the market. If Corey had this a year ago, he would not have had to cull goats. This has brought us to the attention of significant dairy producers, like Alpura in Mexico, the #2 producer, where we're going into field trials and deployment on the 200,000 cows under their management. Now, we all want to move to a world where cows have a more pastoral lifestyle, where antibiotic use is constrained. These are the kinds of tools we need to deploy to get there. We also have significant attention from small producers. This is an animal health lab in Kenya. It's empty. Africa and Asia are desperate for diagnostic tools that are affordable and work in their context. In a few weeks, EIO is going to Namibia and to Kenya at the invitation of the Veterinary School of the University of Namibia for our first trials in Africa. When we help a farmer with a half dozen animals produce a few liters more milk a day, we are making a qualitative difference in their life. And that is the kind of answer we want to when our grandkids ask us, what did you do? Now, we have a team that was basically born to do this. Corey, from those early slides, he is not a customer persona. He's actually our senior technical advisor. Tamara Lee, our CMO, has spent her entire professional career at the intersection of agribusiness and government policy. Me, I love to bring products to market. I love to make tools that people love to use. We are currently wrapping up a seed round, and we are looking for additions to our advisory board. If you share our passion for agriculture, please stop by the table. We would love to chat. I'm Demir Walliner. We're EIO. Thank you for your time.